Hi traders, it's Alberto, and here's an updated video on the trading indicator wizard Forex system. So I'm just going to go over just the trades, the strategy that I use, the trade signals that I do not take. I avoid mostly trade signals that are going against the overall direction of the trend. So if I'm looking, I'll start looking at a daily, 4-hour, 1-hour chart, and if I can figure out the overall direction of the market, I just start taking signals in that direction. On this pair, pound Canadian dollar, 3 trades were taken. The first one here on the 31st, and this thing went down about 163 pips. That was the first trade. Second trade was on on Friday, and this went down about 110 pips total. And actually, that's the entry was actually on that second candle. So when the alert appears, it's when that 1-hour candle closes. So one second, please. Let me just pull this back so you can see that the entry was in the second candle. What I do normally is wait for a pullback before I get in the trade. And the entry was here. The target was down here. That was about 74 pips. This is the most recent trade. There's the trade signal. Bit of a retracement. Took the trade on the pullback. Currently up about 13 pips on this trade. Here is another trade. This one is Euro Canadian. Notice this perforated line up here. This is a 200 moving average line. So that will guide me. It tells you what is the overall direction of the market. So the 1-hour, 4-hour, and daily chart, the 200 moving average line is above price. So I know that I should be looking for signals in the direction of the trend. And here's the most recent. And this should continue to sell off all the way down to 146, which is the first target on this pair. Okay, so, and notice there were no other trade signals until now. So this is the weekend. This was Friday. This, I would have taken this trade obviously because it is a bearish engulfing candle, and regardless of a trade signal from the wizard, I would have taken this trade because it is bouncing off the 200 moving average line. It's a hammer, bearish engulfing candle, and it's sold off. Here the wizard is giving us a sell signal. This is the sell-off. This is the retracement that's complete. Now it should turn around and head south. USD Canadian. Last week we had a trade signal. Notice that the buy signal here, let me just make it bigger, it's going against the overall direction of the market, and it was short-lived. Went up for what, 1 hour and just collapsed. And that was one trade signal. Market sold off. The entry would have been here, 117 pips. This was Friday. Market sold off, and that was about 42 pips, 60 pips, I believe, to the downside. And we haven't received a trade signal yet, but we do know that the overall direction of the market, this trade signal from Friday, is still valid till now. Okay, so we would honor this trade signal that appeared on Friday, and I am short on this pair. So we have USD CAD short, pound CAD short, trade signal about 6 hours ago on the wizard, and Euro CAD short as well. Here is another trade signal on the New Zealand yen. This was triggered 6 hours ago. Notice the market did not react to that trigger, that signal, till now. So this should continue to sell off. The yen crosses are all selling off at the moment, and this is just one of them. USD yen, we just received one trade signal. Notice again, we have a buy signal that is going against the ebb and flow of the market right there, and it's short-lived. Let me pull up the 200 moving average line, and price broke below the 200 moving average line, and it should continue to about 109 to 108.50. Again, short-lived. The market's in a downtrend. It has been for the past 3 days. So this trade alert is not valid. What I mean is this buy alert here is not valid. Take the trades in the direction of the overall trend. This is a daily chart on the USD yen. Notice that price is below the 200 moving average line. So we're in a downtrend. So let's check the 4-hour. And again, the 4-hour chart, price is below the 200 moving average line. So USD yen is in a downtrend. So let's switch over to 1-hour chart. Notice actually we had a sell signal on the 4-hour chart as well, right there. Okay, so let's switch over to the 1-hour chart. So everything is lining up. We have the 1-hour, 4-hour, and daily chart, price below the 200 moving average line, so we would go with that. And we avoid the trade signals going against the market. So on a daily chart and a 4-hour chart, price is below the 200 moving average line. So we do not trade these counter trend trades because they're short-lived, just like this one here. We had a buy signal when the overall direction of the market is to the downside. This thing didn't really rally. It just turned around and went south.